Hi, how are you? Welcome to my channel and to my next video. I would like to tell you today about the 4 magic words that make miracles in your life. And I will start with something that you probably don't realize, or maybe you do. You know, in the Bible, it starts with the words that at the beginning there was a word, there was la palabra, the word, the word, not meaning the world or the word, and then it became the body. So even in Bible you can see that our words that we say matter, because it even there says that you create your reality by saying something. First you say something, then it materializes in this word. It embodies in this word. So even the Bible shows the real importance of what words are used in our everyday life. But I would like to tell you about very interesting culture that they. But before I do that, I would like to ask you: have you ever had something like that? That when you were a child, somebody was telling you, "Okay, what do you say to that lady?" And you said, "Okay, thank you." Or, "What do you say to that lady?" "Here you are, please, thank you." These were called, I know in Polish they were called by my parents magic words. What are magic words? What magic words do you know? Why do you think parents call these words like please, thank you? Why do they call them magic? I suppose they call them magic because they were really historically very important in the past, in ancient traditions and in past traditions of our ancestors. There is always a reason why we use words. So the fact that people call them magic is not that they are important only, but it means that they have a magic under them. And what proves that is this culture I would like to talk to you today, that uses 4 words as a kind of incantation or a kind of spell that they say to each other. A very good spell. And these 4 words make their society very happy. They solve the conflicts between lovers, between family members. They resolve family problems. They resolve problems between the generations. They resolve problems of neighbors and other people that we are cross with or we are not in good terms with. They help solve the problems with health and aging, and also about being prosperous in your mind. So what are these 4 magic words that make such a beautiful life for these people? Of course, I'm talking about Hawaiian culture in Hawaii, and this culture they mostly believe in Huna. However, one of the very well known sequence of words that they say is like that: I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. These 4 expressions or words, as you say, are magic words. First of all, I will be talking about them separately, and I will tell you why they're so important. But generally, when you forgive somebody, you release, you let off all your emotions, or your intense emotions you keep in your body, and they embody, and they become very, very often then they become chronic illnesses. So it's really, really a letting go thing, something about letting go in saying I forgive you or forgive me. I love you, you express the unconditional love. And when I mean unconditional love, it means that you really love somebody with all their thoughts and everything. I remember when my mom was dying, and that's quite private story, but I'll tell you that the day before she was dying, she was in a put into the hospital in the morning. She was admitted then, and the night after, so she didn't even she wasn't even there for 24 hours. The night after, during the night at 4 o'clock, she died. And the day before, I sent her a word, always, and she asked me, what always? And I said, well, I'll always love you even when you hurt me. And that was very, very big. I didn't know how big it was by today, because by today generally, by this time, it's that's what you call unconditional love. You understand that if somebody close hurts you, that person hurts you because that person is hurting herself. Like we say, victims make victims. We say hurt people hurt people. So what I mean is, what I understood is that my mom loved me, but there were situations in her life that made her unable to show that sometimes. And I forgave it, and it made me so free. That's why these words are so very important. And ending this video, I would like to tell you also that these words are very, very powerful in the situations when you feel very resentless, or you feel very no strength to I don't know, to say no, or something, like in a situation that you feel very resentful. For example, when your family member is a narcissist, or somebody is very, very toxic, and you have nowhere to go, because that's the person that lives with you. So when you feel very, very tense and very, very and you feel that you can't bear anymore whatever that person does, or normally it's emotional abuse, what you do, you just say these words 4 times. That's the ritual they do in Hawaii. And you say these 4 words 4 times to yourself silently when you're really, really triggered. And what happens then, what happens to me when I do that, it's like I have a feeling that I have a very big barrier between me and the outer world that saves me, that protects me from bad vibrations. That might sound very unreal, but try that, and I think it will work for you. It works for most people. I advise that. If it works for the Hawaiian people for so many generations and years, that must be very effective. So believe me, it is effective. It's just you have to calm down and say these words 4 times. Okay, so at the end I would like to tell you what these people do when they go by the sea. When the spiritual guide, or a person that's highly spiritual, they have a custom to go by the sea, by the ocean, and they just look into the ocean. And what they do, they hit 3 times this place, and there is a kind of organ under the collarbone that is actually very, very small at this stage, because it hasn't been used for years. And when it vibrates, so when you try to hit here, it's like, ooh, you feel like a vibration. And what that vibration does, is when you say something while you're hitting this place, it puts these vibrations towards your brain, and the brain actually is programmed by whatever you say. And Huna people from Hawaii knew about it, and what they do, they go by the sea, and they do that. I love you, I love you, I love you. They say that few times, and it makes them very, very enormously happy, because when you do that regularly, you program you to love everything around you. So try that as well. It's you don't lose anything, and just a small remark: when you try not to hit yourself when you say mea culpa, or it's my fault, while praying. It's not really recommended, because that makes you feel guilty all the time, and the guilt is a very low vibrational feeling. So I wouldn't recommend it, even if you do that in the church. I have nothing against the church and whatever you believe in. However, sometimes the science says something that it's undeniable, and that's undeniable. When you hit here, it makes vibrations. Okay, so what I would like to tell you, I would like to wish you all the best. Have a good day, have a good time, and remember to come back here. I will be talking about these 4 words separately, and as well about different topics that prove the law of attraction, and that make life easier and make you love and like people. All the best. Bye.